Off Whisper Magic, all right, bit of speed, but that is Brittany Star up by the track. There we go to Jack Magic, Botany, Hot Shot, Vintage Osty rails there now. A length or two back there to Jetson Storm and getting the shuffle to the tail there. Where's Carlos and also Botany, Hot Shot off the top. They come still in front. Whisper Magic out wide of there, lengthening Vintage Osty. Up they come. Oh, the inside just Whisper Magic. Vintage Osty. There's only noses either way. Then we've got the camera here again with Jack Magic. Brittany Star was in that pack. That's been followed further back there by Jetson Storm. And at the tail of the field, Botany Hotshot was back there as well on crossing. Good finish the first of the day. So we watch some charge here. And down on the inside, Whisper Magic. And out wide there, late was Vintage Osty. So head up, head down go. They go to the post. 1, 4 dives. Head up, head down. 4's going to get you home here, I'd say. Favourite off the 7, set and ready. We're off and getting away nicely up wide. There was Lochinvar Main and cutting down onto the inside. There is our Gypsy in second spot. Down on the paint there we go to Red Rascal, followed back there now by Hawkesbury Fever, Karuba Rage, and last of all there Karuba Kate. Down the back they go, Lochinvar Main. Inside comes our Gypsy, starts to stretch, getting into the race nicely, Red Rascal. Followed back there now by Hawkesbury Fever, Karuba Rage, and Karuba Kate. Off the top they come. Our Gypsy still kicking, trying hard the outside. Lochinvar Main, up they come, getting off the track too is Karuba Rage, but to the post. Our Gypsy, Lochinvar Main, Hawkesbury Fever. Then we go back there to Karuba Rage, 2 at the tail, Karuba Kate, and the last one home, Red Rascal. Well, it's done the job and done it all right too. Skipped along these 2 in front, didn't they? Then 7 over the 8 in the 5. Interesting to see what they run here. They seem to be going along quite nicely. Geez, 31 and 32. They run 31 and 32. Racing. Electric Impulse gets away a right bit of early speed, middle of the pack here with Jesse Peakman might show up and go to the lead. Getting pushed out wide going into the first bend. There was Malcolm's got plenty to do back second last. Let's have a bow peep down the back. In front is Jesse Peakman trying hard the rail there. Electric Impulse. That's followed round the outside there now by that next runner there would have been Ruby Murray, Premier Osty. Where's Malcolm starting to swoop round the outside of them now as they all bunch up on the quarter there and still in front there. We've got Premier Osty's found the lead. Premier Osty, Malcolm. This has been stop-start. Then we go back there now to Big Red Chef, followed there by Jesse Pinkman. That's been followed out wider there by Lakerville. Further back would have been Ruby Murray, Rolex Roo, and Electric Impulse dropped out towards the tail. Gee, this was stop and start, wasn't it, off the top here? I don't know what the hell was going on. Don't know if they lost the lure or what was happening there. They were just all over the place. And racing, getting away nicely, middle of the pack here. No salt needed, shows some speed there. Cold Turkey, and down on the inside of runners there we go to Illicit Twist, looking for a bit of room. Down on the inside there was Uncle Romilly. That's followed back there now by Carrots Prince. Out wider there we go to Kinloch Osty, dropping to the tail of the field. There is Montana. Off the top they come and still kicking. More salt needed, might need a touch of sugar now as round the outside goes Boris Gump. Boris Gump finds the lead here now from Illicit Twist, still kicking. More salt needed. Up they come and Boris will get home. Boris Gump, the inside there, Illicit Twist. There we go the way here now of Kinloch Osty, followed back there now by More Salt Needed. Uncle Romilly was in that pack. That's been followed back there by Carrots Prince. And towards the tail of the field there on crossing. That was in fact just dropping out at the business end. Was More Salt Needed, but that did beat a couple home. Cold Turkey was the last in. Number 6, Boris Gump will get home here. Racing. Favourite Elephant Trunk just wanders out. A bit of early speed. Here we go to Shadow Nerf out by to the track. There is Buster Bluth looking for a rails run along the inside. There was Lockett and Eddie heading into the races. Elephant Trunk out by to there to Alamein Jude. That's followed back there now by Pirate Law off the track a little. What that does. And last of all there now is Zalia. Off the top they come, and Buster Bluth has found a handy lead here now in Shadow Nerf. Elephant Trunk. Back there we go to Pirate Law. The outside Lockett and Eddie further back still there. What that does. Zalia, and last of all Alamein Jude. Buster Bluth will bring him for home. Late Shadow Nerf. Buster Bluth, Shadow Nerf, Pirate Law. Then we go to Elephant Trunk. That's followed back there now by What That Does, Lockett and Eddie. And towards the tail of the field, Zalia and Alamein Jude will be last. Found the lead off down the back and really has done the job nicely in a 30 and 79. 7 over the 3, the 5, and the 1. 7, 3, 5 and 1. Racing, Thrilling Galaxy out running here along with Super Zip Zip, and out by to the track there we go to Calamity Free, a length or two back there is Miss Universe. Getting into a bit of trouble there is Cranky Pants, also getting shuffled back there. Crackles Appeal, Umungarama, and one out the back, Miss Universe on the corner and still kicking nicely. Super Zip Zip has got away. Super Zip Zip, Thrilling Galaxy. Then we go to Irish Blue was locked up there. Back there would have been Calamity Free. Followed further back still there Cranky Pants, Umungarama, Crackles Appeal, and Miss Universe, who got into trouble, tails them home. So number 2 here will do the job along the inside. Then it's pretty tight. The minus Super Zip Zip. Pete Lowen run second in the last race. And there he gets the prize. This will be paying all sorts. Where is it? 19 bucks. Set and ready. Bright Star gets away all right, but not as quick here as Cortez Flyer and Speed Law, but she crosses. A Bright Star finds the lead round the outside. There we go to Von Trapp. Yaboa pretty handy. Followed further back and transit here by Speed Law, Prairie Kachina, and dropping towards the tail there now Cortez Flyer along with Miyazora. Up they come, and in the middle of the pack Von Trapp will get over the top. Von Trapp, then we go the way here now of Yaboa, followed there by Speed Law. Then we've got Bright Star. Followed to further back and transit here on crossing would have been Miyazora. Miyazora followed back towards the tail of the field there by Cortez Flyer, and Freedom Flyer never really got into the race. It'll be Von Trapp's day over Yaboa in an 18 and 30. They've stopped the clock at. We're set, we're ready. Off for Method Man Fair, a bit of speed here with Jojo down on the inside and out fighter. There we go to Gold Class. Janik with a play also. They're followed back. Then out by Untraceable gets a run through further back. There is Miss Valicet Scusy. Follow the tail of the field. Method Man and Winsome Jenny. Off the top they come. Gold Class finds the lead here from Jojo. Starting to run a little now is Janik. Untraceable, plenty to do. Back there we go to Miss Valicet and Scusy. Method Man, Winsome Jenny on the corner though, and Gold Class looks as though it'll get away. Oh, Gold Class. Then we go the way here now of Jojo Untraceable, followed back there by Method Man, Miss Valicet. That's been followed to further back on crossing by Scusy. Back there, Janik and Winsome Jenny didn't yelp. You'll find the winner here will be the 3. The 2 said it strongly. It's length the 3, didn't I? Here. Normally tries to cut to the rail. Set ready, we race. Getting away nicely was Ansvella, goes straight to the rail. Ansvella in front, then we go to Talk and Fancy, followed there by Arctic Rouge. The outside of runners there was Rock Lass, Jets and Quaker. Inside Blue Bloomers, and last of all there Power Pearl. Round the outside goes Talk and Fancy, straight past Ansvella. And then we get back then out to Rock Lass. That's followed round there now by Arctic Rouge. Further back still there is Blue Bloomers. Back there Jets and Quaker and Power Pearl on the corner though, and Talk and Fancy doing at A-OK. Talking Fancy in second, Angela. Then we go the way here now of Arctic Rouge, followed back there by Rocklass. There's a pack of them. Jetson Quaker was up there. Blue Bloomers hit it late when it was all over. And dropping towards the tail, Arctic Rouge, and back there, Opawa Pearl. So too strong here. The blue will get home over the pink. It's pretty tight for those -30, and 68 goes up on the board. Just about there. And we're off. Kilchurn beats the lid and puts 1 or 2 on them. Look at getting out nicely here with Caesar Chance, and down on the inside of runners is Spanish Fancy. Into the bend they go. It's a little bit rough. Kilchurn got knocked off its feet there, and getting to the lead here now is Caesar Chance from Spanish Fancy. Then we go back there now to Dinah Vickers, starts to hunt. Back there now to Kilchurn. The outside there is Izzy Bale and Spud Missile. Victory Bell and Homebush Chopper off the top. They come, and Dinah Vickers picks them up, and he's going to put them away. Dinah Vickers will stretch away to the wire. Second across here will be Izzy Bale, Spanish Fancy, followed back there now by Kilchurn, but unlucky. Further back there was Caesar Chancer, followed back there by Victory Bell on the tail is there, Spud Missile and Homebush Chopper. Too good. Very unlucky the heats. No bad luck for Dinah Vickers today. Just cruised away off the top and has got the prize. 6 to beat the 5, the 1 and the 2 in a 30 and 47. Set. Mr. Stay gets away right. Slow out there was Lone Star Lad. Early speed out wide. There we go to Stylish Fancy. Finds the lead. Whipping round the outside. There is a Tongariro getting pretty handy. Wider still. There we go to Big Jamesy. Further back in transit. Mr. Stay followed back there by TK Yappa. Favourite out the back door. Lone Star Lad. But up they coming all the way. Stylish Fancy. Ooh, driving late there. Tongariro, Stylish Fancy. Nothing in this. Then we get back there now on crossing. We would have had there Big Jamesy. That's been followed further back there too. Hula Mula was back there. Back there still we get to TK Yappa. Lone Star Lad didn't do a hell of a lot after the slow beginning. Stylish Fancy I think will just hold on though, and it's flowing late. The 10. Let's have a look here. 4 will get you home. The 10's flowing. Let's have a look. 4 and 10 flying. Head up, head down. They go to the post. We're off. A Little Rascal, nice, a bit of speed with a Little Rascal out wide there. What have we got there? It's a charge sometime soon with a play also, and in behind runners there we go to Mr. Mumbles, followed off the track a little bit there by Sandog again, getting shuffled back. There is Call Me Blue towards the tail of the field. There now is Little Rascal on the corner and kicking middle of the pack here. Sometime soon will get you home in the last. Sometime soon, Mr. Mumbles. Then we go to Opawa Venus. Is a great lineup for the minors. We head up wide there. Multi Chaser, far too trendy was there. Call Me Blue was in that pack, and towards the tail of the field there was Sandog again. Was back of the pack, but you'll find there that number 7, as we say, if she finds her feet in the rush, she's always thereabouts, and she was today. 7, 5, 2 and the 8, 18 and 72, that run in 14 and 13, and no first split up there. Little Rascal, her money went west there. The time 1872 for sometime soon, and has done it for the Craig Kennels, beating the 5 Mr. Mumbles, the O'Regans, and the 2 Opawa Venus for the Black and Steel. 2 by 1 3/4.